Good afternoon, everyone, to this special meeting of the Board of Regents. May we begin, Megan, by having you call the roll.
Regent Walsh.
Here.
Regent Bogus. Here. Regent Adams.
Here.
Regent Atwell. Regent Bechtel.
From the world's busiest airport, here.
Regent Cologne.
Here.
Regent Jones.
Here.
Regent Manydeeds.
From the polar wasteland, here.
Regent Miller.
Here.
Regent Posh.
Here.
Regent Peterson.
From the snowiest dairy farm in Wisconsin, here.
Regent Rye.
Here.
Regent Staton.
Here.
Regent Tucker. Here. Regent Underly.
From the land of never-ending grayness and parking garage horns, here.
Oh, man.
Regent Walks.
Here.
And Regent Weatherly.
Here.
Well,
We have a
from
quorum.
around the world, welcome. We have a quorum, I understand, Megan, correct? As we consider items on today's agenda, are there any board members who are open session agenda? Hearing none, let's proceed. I'm going to start by having Associate Vice President Alex Rowe present some capital project requests. Alex, take it away.
Thank you, Regent President Walsh, and thank you all for taking some time to consider a few projects so we can go to the Building Commission in a week or two. Before you, item number 3, engineering drive utilities replacement and renovation. As a prelude to the construction of a new engineering building along University Drive and the railroad tracks, we've developed a 3-phase project to replace, upgrade, and install a new utility quarter to support the College of Engineering. Utilities in this part of campus range in age from 50 to 100 years old and are at or beyond their useful life. This project revamps electrical, domestic water and sewer, chilled water, and high-pressure steam lines. A key component of the project is to ensure redundancy in the major systems, reduce costs, and ensure reliability to the College of Engineering. This project was enumerated in the 21-23 capital budget at a total cost of $73,141,000. That ends my report.
Okay. Prior to the discussion, may I have a motion to approve Resolution 3?
Rise, so moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. I'm not sure who did that, but Megan will figure it out. Questions or discussion on this project? Alex, I would just make one comment that how old really is 50 to 100 years for those utility lines on the campus? I mean,
For underground utilities, when we get much past 50, it's a problem. Some of the sewer lines are clay and are 60 years old, and it's time. They're failing.
Okay, got it. Regent Peterson, you had your hand up. Yeah.
I just have this is a pretty dumb question, but it's $2.6 million. What does the management fees entail? You in construction are probably rolling your eyes, but I just want to know what the management fees are for what.
So the management fee that is listed here, Regent Peterson, is the DOA fee that they charge all our capital projects that are major at 4%.
Okay, anyone else have a comment or a question? Looking for hands. I don't see any. In that case, I will call the question. All in favor of Resolution 3, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Next, moving to our second item, we have Alex again.
This project permits the University Village Housing Incorporated, or AKA of High, to construct a replacement parking lot on Board of Regents land. At a previous meeting, you approved a land swap with Up High so they can construct a new residence hall closer to the main campus. As part of that transfer, they agreed to reconstruct the parking lot that they had previously owned. That lot held 226 spots. However, the Board of Regents site had held 481. They proposed to reconstruct the existing lot, increase the parking to 431, yes, a loss of 50 spots, as well construct a stormwater detention basin, which is key in that part of campus. Approval of this request permits them to build on board property and us to ask the building commission for permission to let them build on Board of Regent property. And that concludes my report.
Okay, prior to discussion, may I have a motion to approve resolution 4?
Rise, so moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Questions, discussion, comments? Yes, Regent Weatherly.
Thank you. Alex, is University Village Housing Incorporated, is that a wholly unrelated entity to any university unit?
It is what I think we would affectionately recall an affiliated organization. They exist solely to provide housing to UW Green Bay students.
Okay.
And
are they a privately owned LLC or privately owned entity?
They're a nonprofit, privately owned, correct, Quinn? 501c3. Yep.
And and that 501c exists for the benefit of just the community or specifically UWGB?
UWGB student housing only.
Got it. And
It's
then
very
when we say
narrow,
we allow them to build, I'm sorry, I just don't come from a real estate background. Like typically I'd assume we're signing a lease with, like a ground lease with them to say, hey, you have rights to this land that you're building on it and you have rights for the next 99 years. I don't see any type of mention there. So what's the arrangement in terms of just we're allowing them to build? Is it just we're allowing them to build and theoretically we could just take it at any time?
No, that's a great question. So UVHI has been in existence since the 70s. We've had a long-standing agreement with them. They own land in that we surround, and they have built housing over the years that they not only build, but they construct for us and pay for, and then we use that for student housing. So we have some student housing, they have some student housing. We have 4 units of student housing that we would like to take offline. They have agreed to construct another residence hall under that 501c3 arrangement that we have with them, that legal agreement. So in order to do that, we had agreed to a land swap 2 or 3, 4 board meetings back, because we want this new housing unit to be closer to the center of campus. But as part of that land swap, we ended up with a smaller parking area. So this is longstanding. They have been building housing for the university again since the 70s. We've had a long-standing agreement with them. So it's not new. The board has obviously changed over the years. We still work very collaboratively with them and their board as they do these projects for us. It means we do not have to go through the state of Wisconsin and get an enumerated project and have the state build it. They build it on our behalf.
Got it. Well, I sort of get it. Sorry, one last question. Just to be clear, they're building on our land.
In this case,
something that they own.
So all of the buildings that they have built has been on their land.
Got it.
So in this case, we did a land swap, right? And so we gave them a piece of land, they gave us a piece of land, and they're building the new hall on that land.
On the land we gave them, or the land that we got in the swap? Got it.
Right. But in this case, we had on our property a smaller parking lot. And so they're going to come onto our property and improve that lot so that it mirrors closely to what we had before. And they're going to build a stormwater. So the approval by the board is to now let them come onto Board of Regent property, reconstruct that parking lot, and put it in a stormwater management.
Thank you. After 3 questions and a lot of patience from you, I finally understand it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, parking is always a fun conversation on our campuses, but losing 50 spots, any feedback from UWGB on what they're going to try to do to maybe expand in another area, or are they just okay losing 50 spots?
At the time, they're okay losing the 50 spots. We are doing other parking lot restoration renovation projects. One of the challenges at Green Bay, as you know, is we've got some stormwater management issues. So we're trying to improve not just the lots, but as well our stormwater management. So they have not indicated to me that this will cause a significant shortfall in parking.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Anyone else a comment or question? All right, seeing none, I'll call the question. All in favor of resolution 4, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The motion carries. Now on to the last item, the third item in our open session, and we go over to Alex again.
Okay, so in the interest of time, I'll try to be brief here. So before you, as part of our all agency program, there are 7 projects ready for approval. Within this program, we have 2 roof replacement projects at residence halls in Madison and Eau Claire, shower unit replacements at Stout, cooler freezer replacements at Eau Claire's dining hall, a water main replacement at Green Bay, parking lot resurfacing and replacement at Green Bay as well, a different set of parking lots, and then increasing the budget to accept bids on the expansion of parking at Whitewater. You had previously approved that project last spring, and unfortunately bids came in $312,000 over budget. That is the all agency request before you.
Okay, thank you. Prior to discussion, may I have a motion to approve resolution 5?
Rise, so moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Angela. Any questions or discussion about this grab bag of projects in resolution 5? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All in favor of passing resolution 5, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And thank you, the resolution carries. Now our final capital project request, once again, Alex.
Thank you very much. So as part of the minor facilities program, we have on behalf of UW Oshkosh, the project to replace the existing steam system in the 1913 Harrington Hall building. It's an academic building. The original system is largely intact, but no longer meets the needs of users and is beyond its useful life. It also doesn't cool the building. So we can now do a new system that can be centrally managed. It can be energy efficient, and it will be designed to meet modern HVAC standards and provide environments suitable for our academic teaching places. So that's the item before you.
Okay, very good. Prior to discussion, may I have a motion to approve resolution 6?
I'll move.
Thank you, Regent Posh. And is there a second?
Second, Jill.
Thank you, Regent Underly. Questions, discussion on resolution 6? I don't see any. Hearing none, I will call the question. All in favor of passing resolution 6, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. Resolution 6 passes. And that concludes our open session agenda. May I have a motion for the Board of Regents to move into closed session to consider a recommendation for the appointment of a chancellor of the University of Wisconsin Whitewater as permitted by S 19.85 1C and E of the Wisconsin statutes.
Regent Bechtel so moves.
Thank you. Moved by Regent Bechtel. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Regent Walks. Megan, please conduct a roll call vote.
Regent Walsh,
Yes.
Regent Bogus,
Yes.
Regent Adams,
Yes.
Regent Atwell,
Bob,
Regent
you're
Bechtel?
muted. Or not there. Okay.
Scott says yes.
Regent Cologne,
Yes.
Regent Jones.
This is Atwell, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Bob.
Regent Atwell. Regent Jones,
Yes.
Regent Menny-Deeds,
Yes.
Regent Miller,
Yes.
Regent Posh,
Yes.
Regent Peterson,
Yes.
Regent Rye,
Yes.
Regent Staton,
Yes.
Regent Tucker,
Yes.
Regent Underly,
Yes.
Regent Walks,
Aye, yes.
and Regent Weatherly.
Yes.
Kristen and Stephen, can you please clear the line?